Hello. If you haven't seen any of my videos before, I've got a channel where I do mainly analyzing Aphex Twin tracks. There's loads of them on my channel. Check them out. Or yeah, sometimes Square Pusher. I haven't done an Autechra. Have I done an Autechra? I'm gonna definitely do an Autechra. A few of their tracks. Square Pusher. I take what you call them, suggestions, requests if you want. There's a track, classic track like that. You want me to take a look at it, what's happening under the hood, you can request one in the comments. And what else? I'm doing, this is part 2 of Ziggomatic 17. I've done a few of the Druqks tracks now, and they are monster pieces to look into. So much happening in them. It's incredible. I haven't done any off Cyro. I've done Ambient Works 1, 2, not the whole thing, just tracks from Ambient Works 1, 2. I Care Because You Do, a few pieces. What else? Donkey Rhubarb, a few off Druqks. Richard D. James album, one of the first ones, Cornish Acid. I do more on that. And Come to Daddy, Window Licker. I've covered like bits from quite a wide range now. I'm definitely gonna do more Druqks and Cyro, because these tracks are so interesting musically. They're just there's untold amount of times you can listen to these tracks. There's so much. A couple of people have requested St. Michael's Mount, that one, or Mount St. Michael, whatever it's called. Mount St. Michael and St. Michael's Mount. That one is a monster. It's going to take like a long time to analyze. But Ziggomatic 17 is amazing. 2 parts. I did a part 1. This is a part 2. Let's get into it. Okay. So around the 4-minute mark, there's about 4 sections left from the 4-minute mark to the end. Oops, I forgot to do the float on top. So you keep the movie thing there. Okay, so yeah. It's centered around a kind of A. Excuse me. Something around a chord sequence in A. Let's see. It's kind of A. Kind of going like that. A, C, B flat, A, B, do like a Phrygian-y thing. Dun, dun. It's a D up there. Dun, dun. That higher bit of melody. And that higher pitched sound that's going up loads of octaves. There's loads from this part of the track. There's a lot of cool details in the melodies, the bass lines, and the in-between lines. There's like tons of stuff going on in it. Let's have one more look there at those high-pitched lines. Dun, dun. It's kind of ornamenting right in there. Dun, dun, dun. It's around those notes there. It's going up into really high octaves there. It's interesting. Then it settles on this kind of melody here. You can hear this melody. So that's the going D, G, C, F, no, E flat, F, E. So that I think is like basically a 4-note motif that goes through almost the rest of the track. This D, G, C, E flat. I think everything is kind of built around that from here on. The way the snare comes back in on the 2 and 4 there is, whew, wicked. And the bass is hard to make out the notes, but I think it's following that. I think it's D, G, C, and then. So I think that's the bass notes as well. Yeah. But right there, it switches into a major chord right there. Da, da, yeah. No. So it's an F and a melody. Is it an F? I think it's a B flat. Sounds a bit like that. Yeah, I think that was a little bit B flat A. It's hard to make out the bass notes there, and there's some monster kick drums, and then it just goes into this crazy. So that was like first section moving in at 5:30 into the second section with the do 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 do, and then this third section of this last half is a drum bit. A great swing on the drums as well. Great detailed Aphex Acid line there. And this part still has those notes from before, and do 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 do, but with other different notes, like a variation of it. Dun dun dun. Is it dun? It's like a B flat major little melody going over it as well. Doesn't last too long. Then it goes into this kind of down sampled beat loop, bit crushed or whatever, turned into a completely different sound. That's a cool transition. If you ever try to make music like this, it's easy to make a track that morphs and changes loads of times. You just keep changing it. You just don't keep anything looping. But the hard part about making that good is that you just, if you lose the thread of the flow of ideas, it's super boring to listen to, because every time there's nothing repeating, there's nothing saying the same, and you get bored straight away. But when it's like the concentration is just keeping the thread. It's the same like with a John Coltrane solo or a really long jazz. Well, this isn't really long, it's 8 minutes, but Coltrane would solo for 15 minutes, and yeah, okay, it'll be boring to some people who aren't getting it. It took me years of trying to get in. When I was studying jazz when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, all my teachers were like, you gotta listen to Coltrane, and I was like, yeah, it's boring. I was just enjoying like Charlie Parker solos. They're short, really short, and amazing phrases and melodies. But then Coltrane would like extend these ideas out for 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And it takes time to know how to listen to the ideas unfolding. It just doesn't come really fast. So I was listening to like Love Supreme, thinking it was boring loads of times. Now when I listen to Love Supreme, unbelievable, the whole thing. But with Druqks, like, to me that's similar, this 8 minutes unfolding of ideas, which is super concentrated. Like Coltrane was super concentrated. That's what I feel from it. What I get from it is like there's just this expanding of ideas, morphing from one thing to another. Everything is connected to the thing that happened before, and there's a thread going through it. And so it's really, really amazing. It's hard to do that. Okay, so here after 7 minutes we're going. The kind of dun, 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 dun is still there in the background, and then these kind of beats morphed into different sounds and then came back to like a more two-step bass, not 4/4. Actually one bass beat every 4 beats here. You can still hear this line, but the rhythm's varying. Like that in the background. Ooh, that's a nice sound. Nice glistening. You can hear this chord sequence: B flat over D, C minor, and then no, I think that's it. This last section, I think that's it. Kind of B over D, C minor, B. Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you for your attention. Bye.
thank you for your attention. Bye. Yeah, I forgot about that a little bit. Yeah, well, that's it. Thank you for your attention. Bye.